Today I'll be taking you on a trip to Benin Republic by road and by water. Let's go.
Guys, so we're going to Benin Republic today, and I'm currently at Marina, where you take the jetty to Port Novo and then connect to Benin Republic. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can do that seamlessly from Lagos, Nigeria to Benin Republic. So let's go.
The first thing you do when you get to the Marina ferry is to get a ticket, and you can do this by simply going to this front desk and then ask for a ticket to Port Novo, and you would be given the ticket. It costs about 4,000, 4,500 depending on the season. It's very easy. So all you need to do is to get your ticket and then sit down and wait for the boat to be full. The journey from Lagos to Port Novo is about 2 hours 45 minutes to 3 hours long. So make sure that you have water, some snacks, and you have actually peed before boarding the boat. You'll be asked to pay 1,000 to 2,000 naira for your luggage. That depends on the size of your box. It's basically going to be paid to the guys that help you load your box into the boat. The boat started its engine at exactly 11 a.m. and we left Lagos as at that time. I met this handsome young guy who apparently works in Port Novo but lives in Lagos. He came to spend the weekend with his family. A lot of people do this. They live in Lagos but work in Port Novo, or they live in Port Novo but then work in Lagos. So this is a usual commute system for them. They use the boats to commute. If this is your first time ever entering a banana boat, I would advise that you sit either in the middle seat or at the back seat. This is to avoid the effect of the constant tapping of the boat on the water. It is better for your back, and it is better for your experience as a first timer. There are several checkpoints between Lagos and Port Novo. There are NDLEA checkpoints, there are custom checkpoints, there are police checkpoints, there are immigration checkpoints, and so on. So if you have any form of contraband like weed, like things that you're not supposed to be moving, it is advisable that you don't go with them so you don't have issues while traveling. Also ensure that you have things like a sunshade on because of the breeze. Also ensure that you have maybe sunscreen or a very tight cap on because of this exposure to sun. Another thing I observed during this journey is the difference in the water color. So while in Lagos, the water is a bit bluish and clear, but as we move towards Badagry heading to Seme, the water becomes blackish in color. And that is the Seme Bridge, by the way. This is the bridge that links Lagos to Seme and then straight to Port Novo by road, of course. That is a checkpoint at my back. We just finished answering some questions, and then we're heading to the next checkpoint and heading to Port Novo now.
This is Seme Jetty. That is Seme Bridge. And that is Seme Jetty. In case you wanna drop
I want to show you the distance that we have covered so far from CMS, and this is it. That is Elashe. This is Badagry, Whispering Palms, and this is where we are now, close to the border between Ogun State and the rest of Lagos. I'm glad to announce to you that we have finally arrived Port Novo, and this is the jetty where you stop.
So we just arrived Port Novo and currently at the Port Novo jetty, as you can see. So I guess we're going to board a bus now and we'll start heading to the Hotel Grand Popo. So let's go.
The moment you enter into the shorelines of Port Novo, your network automatically disappears. So you can either roam your network, or you can just get a new SIM at the jetty. It is sold for 1,000 naira, so you can just buy a new SIM card. It's already registered. You just buy it and then put in airtime or data so that you can have access to the internet. It's quite easy. It's like I said, it's already registered, it's pre-registered, so you just buy the SIM and put it in your phone, or you can just roam your calls and your data. Whichever one you want to do, it's fine, absolutely fine. So next up, we're just going to look for a cab to take us to Grand Popo, which is where we'll be staying for the weekend.
We're done with getting a SIM and we're about to leave. This is where we came up from. Oh, I leave soon. In the car. We're in the car. And we're going to Grand Popo now. Pedro. Okay, is the brewery the change you should be talking to when you come here? So look at the shop. Very easy. Very easy to locate. You should be changing. He has the best rates. He has the very best rates. So always change from him.
The driver that will be carrying us for the next 3 days, his name is Raphael, and he's a very quiet and humble man. Like, he has really good vibes and a humble spirit. I really like him. So he's our driver. He's just going to take us now to Grand Popo, which is about 3 hours away from the jetty. So let's go.
Hi, so we're getting mangoes and fruits from the fruit supermarkets just at the border of Vida. I think it's pronounced Vida. So, hey! So once you get some fruits.
Because you can't speak French, it's okay to allow the driver or someone who can speak French or your agency to do the negotiation while you just enjoy. It's advisable so they don't cheat you. I noticed that there are not so many cars in Benin Republic, and I do not understand the reason why. I think that it's either that the economy is not so great, so people cannot afford to own cars, or it is just cheaper to go with bikes, because the major means of transportation in Benin Republic is bikes. We literally got to the hotel at 6 p.m. sharp, and this is Grand Popo and I'm excited to be here. You know what, we'll continue this video in the next chapter, so look out for the next video where I'll show you a tour of where we're staying. Bye for now.